Ancient Gear Ballista going sideways, Silent Magician getting a very interesting buyout, Punishment Dragon to the sky. Yeah, there's a lot of things we've missed the last couple of days. You guys smash the like crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. You know, I bet you didn't expect to actually see Ancient Gear Ballista, of all things, out here being the card that would go sideways, of all things, because I didn't initially expect to see this either. The fact that your lowest listing up here is $22 is kind of nuts. Also, I want to point out here, as per usual, you guys leave a comment down below when you be walking away with the booster pack, as per usual. I had to get that out of my system. One of these sold for $29, another for $25. Yeah, most of your... Oh, I can see somebody spent $49.84 for a Ballista. Couldn't be me. Alright, but yeah, most of these, yeah, the $22 ones on the fire sales, but for the most part, I mean, you're looking at like $29 once these very few abnormalities are pushed out of the way. That is actually so insane to see Ballista actually hitting this insane price point. Well, market, good job. So, Silent Magician Quarter Century. So I want to point out here, look, you got a nice $37 QCR. But what's interesting here is we're seeing buyouts on the Ultra, of all things here. I guess people just are looking at the sneak peek version and like, this is the highest rarity. And it's like, no, not really. I honestly, the fact that this thing does have a very nice secret rare and it does have the amazing Quarter Century, I prefer, honestly, having... Well, if I could have all the QCRs, I'd prefer that. But I do have the Ultras from the sneak peek. But this is such an interesting buy. I don't really have much of an opinion on this. You can obviously see, you know, you've had decent turnover on this thing, and it's always been like a good solid $10 card. But I don't know. I don't see this settling at like 25 or 30. I think it'll hold at like 10, honestly. Punishment Dragons. Oh baby, I am fully expecting this thing to get nuked out of orbit for a reprint at some point here. But you are looking at, still to this day, $28 for a copy of the big Punishment Dragon himself. And, you know, all real things considered out here, if you've been trying out the new Lightsworn stuff, or if you've been wanting to try out the new Lightsworn stuff, this is honestly the thing that's probably ruining a lot of your days from, you know, getting the chance to have something a little bit more accessible. And once again, I do suspect we will get a reprint for this. Konami has not reprinted this thing at all. It's all the way back from Code of the Duelist. So you're already looking at something that's extremely, extremely expensive as it is. But, yeah. Alright, what else we got going on back here? Electromagnetic Turtle. So a few people brought this up as a tech choice, this format, when trying to play Lightsworn, which, okay, I'll give you that. I'll bite. I like the idea of what you can do with this. We all know the idea of, you know, being able to have a, what is this, during your opponent's battle phase, banish this from the graveyard and the battle phase. This is a quick effect. Yeah, one of the most basic effects in the game out here. But if you're looking at this thing and you're like, oh, you know, this is crazy. I mean, no, it's not. You have 257 freaking listings for the secret rare. And I mean, once again, you do have sales data on this. It's not like it's not doing anything. But you are going through the 25-cent phases all day long. Chaos Angel. Huh. I still love how we still don't have a picture out here for the ultimate rare. 60, 48, 62. Yeah, you're looking at 60, 65 on up. Okay, that's for the ulti though. What's most interesting though here is your secret rares are essentially lining up with these. You're about 51 to 54 to 55 back here. So, fun fact everybody, your Chaos Angels for both rarities here are pretty much about the same price. I didn't think that we would see that anytime soon, but okay. And also, Dissipator down here finally has hit the $50 mark. That's right. 46, 47, 49. Yeah, Dissipator's doing it. I mean, once again, you've been left in a situation out here where you want to see, you know, these power negates. This card is extremely, extremely good for what it actually brings to the table. And, I mean, free little Durgan, absolutely. Chimera. We have 15 listings right now for the collector's rare for this, which isn't too terrible. And your Ultra has 39 listings, putting us at what, like... You know, I see you got a little bit of a jet off here. 17, 17, you're looking at about 15, 16 per copy. That's not all that insane, I feel like. Duel's Nexus is just kind of falling off a cliff here, but for the most part, though, if you're looking at the Chimera stuff, we've already seen how Nightmare Apprentice has been handled on the secondary market, with that card just orbiting different zip codes out there. Like, it's actually kind of insane. 66, 71, 75... Well, I guess for whatever cheaper copies of this you do actually have, they are going to disappear. That's actually kind of interesting. Okay. Guardian Chimera for the collector's rare. You guys know this is still like $46 on up to like $49. Not really much has changed with this guy. That's kind of interesting. And you still got the $25 listings and then the $26 listings for Guardian Chimera. But once again, this card has held its price point for so long at this point. I'm genuinely not surprised to see like any larger upticks or swings with this. Pretty consistent. And of course we have Cornfield out here. For those of you that have not been paying too much attention to these, we did eventually get the overload on some of the lower stuff, but the Super Cornfields out here from OTS Pack surprisingly have about a $2 price point on these, and it looks like, refer to the picture. Yeah, that's absolutely awful. Well, congratulations. You got a little bit too happy with that version. Ew, that's actually terrible. Good news, though. You can buy some Italian copies. I wish I knew what the Italian version looked like. But for $1.60, okay. We have the Toon Harpy Lady out here for collector's rares. I guess these have recently kind of been upticking a little bit. Unlims are 22. Actually, 22, 24, 28, and then you hit up to 33, and then you hit 35. It looks like that the Unlims have been actually disappearing pretty much over time. I didn't really expect to see that, but I guess, you know, if you're a Toon collector out here and you're looking at like the fancier rarities of Toon stuff, I don't see why you wouldn't be inclined to want to spend, you know, $18 for this, especially if you are, you know, a fan of wanting to pick up some of those higher rarity Toon cards along the way just to have them. Okay. Promethian Princess. Wow, it has been a little while since I've actually had the chance to look at this thing. 178, 182. Yeah, you're looking at about 175. That's, I guess, not the worst thing in the world. You get an Asian English Ultimate Rare here for nice $50, but okay. I also love if I can get the Ultra, the Ultra version of was that Ultra? No, it's Secret Rare for nice 26. Okay, but your regular Promethian Princess still coming in pretty close to about $25. Nothing really too crazy about this card. Everything's kind of going as it should be. Galaxy Eyes Soul Flare Dragon. Hey, look at this. Nice little casual $3 to $5 card back here. Your Secret Rare has been pushing up quite a lot here. Somebody just bought the top end one here for 20 bucks. You love to see it, man. Absolutely. Okay, as is tradition, I feel like, out here. I also see we have Magical Spring coming in at a nice $5. And a nice, yeah, both copies here coming in at 5 to 6. You know, this is still sitting around as a tech choice, which is fine. Yeah, this is about $6. It's not doing like the craziest that it did. It was just kind of one of those like off showings that we saw, and everybody's kind of like, oh, you know, like this is kind of cool. Yeah, it is. And of course, for those of you that haven't been paying attention, the angel statue as Aarune. I definitely going to talk about this a lot more. This is technically the highest rarity for the card in the TCG. The OCG just did get a blue name for this. But what's going on with this card right now is people are picking up the large copies of this because we do have the Link 2 coming down the pipeline here, or the Top Hat Hair, which basically gets the ability to set this, and then you can basically use this as a negate against your opponent because this gets the ability to negate an inherent summon. So keep that in mind when you're like, why is Angel Statue as Aarune going up? Well, it's because right now people are looking at that interaction with the ability to summon out a free little trap monster that has a walking, talking, built-in negate. Yeah, we've come that far. So, everybody, please, leave a comment down below. When you be walking away with a booster pack as per every one of these market watches. And you guys have a good rest of your day, alright? Peace out, guys.
Patrons! Thank you!
Ah!
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.